We saw a lot of great driving skills go around. Personally, my picks are a bit farther back in the field. I'm going with Worsen here as probably my farthest back. He's starting pretty far behind, but he's been shown he has a lot of potential, and he has that chance of just being able to make up the positions and also have the strategy. Also, can't forget Lucas in that 27 car, one of the best flat track racers along with Forza, and those two, even though they are starting mid to late pack, they will be definitely putting up a good fight. But also, don't knock out the 24 and the 18. I mean, these two guys, the 18, Mace, Kyle Busch, in the real-life Cup Series race, did not do so well, and he is heated coming into tonight. And we're going to have to see if that could be an element to his success or some kind of downplay to his failure tonight. But Ford looking to snap a 146 race win streak. So, yeah, interesting picks from me. Not really what I normally do, but that's mine.
Very interesting. All the way back to P15 for Worsen. I like that pick. Going a bit on the edge here, but I respect all your picks. 3 Chevrolets as well. So we'll see how the bow ties do tonight. But for my picks, I think I'm gonna go a little bit different direction. I like the number 1 of Hobbs. We saw him have a few good runs on the short tracks last season. I think of where he won last season, Martinsville. Had a great run there, great long run speed, and I expect him to have the same type of result tonight in the Dynaco Racing Motorsports number 1 Honda Civic. So keep an eye on the 1 of Hobbs back in the car for his second season. And also, I really like the 39 of Queeg after what we saw from him in the Clash at Stafford. He was very, very consistent, good passer as well at such a narrow track at Stafford. So we'll see what he can do here, starting a little bit deeper back in the pack tonight at Maryland. So we'll see if he can put that passing prowess on display early here. But yeah, I think that'll do it for my picks as well here for tonight at Maryland. So before we move to our pre-race ceremonies, the last thing we need to do is take a look at our points coming into tonight after the Phantom 400 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway last weekend. To top the points, to nobody's surprise, the 47 of Forza got an 88-point gap over the cut line. Second in line behind him, the 48 of Frost. 2 winners at the top of the point standings. Frost winning the Daytona 500 2 weeks ago, and Forza winning at Atlanta last weekend. And then a number of Fords filling out the top 5 as well. Ariel, Joshua, and Queeg, 3rd through 5th in order. Good run for those Fords early in the season. Going to see if they can pick it up after a bit of a slower qualifying session for the Blue Ovals, but Ford has a very strong history of being very fast here at Maryland, so expect to see them make their way towards the front as we go. And a few drivers below the cut line or closer towards the cut line. The 69 of David, promoted from the Briggs Series after last season, currently first car below the cut line in 11th. And then also the 26 of Dragon missed the Daytona 500, had a substitute driver, but had a very good run at Atlanta next week himself. So we'll see what Dragon can do to help his points after a bit of a slower start to the season after winning the Daytona 500 last season.
Welcome.
But with that, that'll do it for our NAPA pre-race show. And now, please rise for the national anthem. And now, to get us started under the lights at Maryland, to say the most famous words in motorsports. My voice mod isn't working. Okay, well, what do you guys want to give the man?
I got them.
Drivers, start your engines.
Driver, start your engines.
Engines are fired here at the Maryland Speedway. We're just about ready to go racing for the third time this season in the NAPA Auto Parts Cup Series 10th season. And we'll be right back with the starting lineup after this.
Rev up those fryers.
Because I am sure hungry.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
Drivers here ready to take to the track and ready to duel it out here on the low bank half miles short track here in Maryland. I am King in the booth, joined by Mirage as usual, and we're ready to put on a show for you tonight here as we get rolling under yellow very quickly, but rolling nonetheless. Let's get a look at our big boy starting lineup for tonight at Maryland. Taking home the PMX Pole Award, the 34 of Pango. Gonna take the pole over the 24 of Ford by 2 tenths in qualifying. Good run for the 34. Row 2, good friends off the racetrack, the 18 of Mace alongside the 1 of Hobbs. Row 3, row 4, 47 of Fords and the 31 of Zach. A bit of a weak qualifying session for the Fords, but should expect to see them come to the front as we see row 5. 2 more Fords, Drone Strike Racing teammates, the 27 of Lucas and the 39 of Queeg, making up row number 5. Row number 6, the 51 of Miguel going to be along the inside of the 10 of Joshua. 2 Cup Series rookies making up row 6. And in row 7, 2 more rookies to the Cup Series. Sorry, 1 rookie. 69 of David back in the Cup Series after a season hiatus. And the 15th of Ariel, rookie to the Cup Series, replaced at Knowledge of Motorsports. And rounding out our field in row 8, The 40 of Worsen, rookie to the Cup Series, and the 20 of Volvo back in the Cup Series after making 1 star last season, dropping to the Brake Series, back to the Cup Series with Blaze Technology Motorsports. So, double file off of turn number 2. Pace car will head for pit road this time. Gonna see the green flag for the first time tonight. Pengo and 4 at the front row, gonna lead us to the Ohio Edison restart zone. Into the zone, the 34 is on the gas, and we're green flag racing in Maryland. Diving down, fanning out into turn 1. The 34 is gonna go around from the lead. The 24 also sideways. Pengo though, backwards in front of the field. Everybody trying to make their way past. The 40 of Worsen also gonna go backwards into the outside wall. And we're gonna stay green for the time being. The 20 of Volvo also around in the wall into pit road now. But Ford currently leading the race as they continue to jockey for position behind. Now BTM teammates Radical and Forza side by side for second. 51 of Miguel was backwards on the backstretch right there. He's gonna lose positions. Forza second, Radical battling, and now Zach into the inside wall. Contact with the 47. Forza tried to throw the block. What a wild start to this race. Teammates battling now off of turn 4, the 27 and 31 from German Strike Racing. Just up the road, the 69 and 18 battling now for P5. And what a insane restart. Insane start to this race. Let's have another look at what happened on the initial restart. Right into turn 1, the 34 Pengo on the jump. The 18 and 47 both got a good restart. They're going to look to the inside. Pengo going to get a bump from the 31 right into the 34. Going to send Pengo around in front of the field. Ford also has turned around. He was able to save it and get away with the lead. Everybody else trying to make their way past the 34 perpendicular to the field. There's another look at it. And now it's very spread out here at Maryland though. Here's another look at what happened just a lap later between teammates. The 10 and the 47 contact going into turn 3. And then just a few feet later down the track, the 31 tries to go 3 wide. 47 throws a massive block, puts the 31 into the inside wall, and Zach spins around and drops a few spots on the racetrack. Currently watching the 51 and the 20, Miguel and Volvo battle for what looks like to be 10th on the racetrack. Ford, though, still leading and opening up a bit of a gap here. Got a 2.5 seconds on the 47 of Forza back in second. Got 2 of his teammates behind him, Ariel and Radical. And the 34th Pengo making his way back up through the top 5 already after getting spun out on lap number 1.
Crazy start to this race all the way now. Lap 10. Oh, wow. Worse than all the way under the yellow line on track entry. But, you know, crazy first little 10 laps of this race.
Goodness. Pengo and Joshua nearly into the pit wall. They're both going to get lit up, but they're going to not stop. Not an intentional pit stop at all.
Yeah, now side by side between Lucas and Mace. Oh, and Lucas almost sending it down the inside of the 34. Lucas can be very aggressive sometimes here, especially when he's fighting for crucial positions. And we're definitely going to see a lot more of this tonight from that 27 car. You know, he is very aggressive most of the time, and he's on the gas very early and braking very late. And, you know, just things like this, that's definitely what you want to see, but it can sometimes not pay off the way that you want it to.
Just got passed up by the 18 of Mace. Started out third tonight. Fell back on the initial start, but making his way back towards the front it seems. And now the 27 going to drive right back into his bumper.
And there goes the 47 of Forza into the lead, passing the 24 as he pushes him down below the track in turn 1. These two might be fighting for a little while. They have a bit of a history together. A bit is an understatement, actually. A lot of history together, these two.
Ford's gonna try and fight for this lead. These are some of the first laps he's leading all season. And got a really fast car, but Forza not wanting to waste any time with him. Saw a big shot right there into 1. And they're gonna stay side by side down the backstretch into turn 3.
A lot of side-by-side racing here, even on flat tracks. I would say on flat tracks, the 47 has the advantage just with the skill and experience that he has.
Oh, big block.
Oh, wow. Big blocking from the 47. I'd say that Ford, he's definitely someone to consider winning this race. 146 winless streak that he's attempting to break today. And this 47 car has been the bane of existence for the last 4 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, Forza's been terrorizing the Cup Series since he came into the league. I mean, he started in the Break Series, won a championship there, came to the Cup Series, and just has not stopped winning. He hasn't stopped winning the entire time he's been here.
Yeah.
But currently just got the lead away.
For that 47 car. 77 wins between these two in the top. And, you know, it's pretty incredible seeing them battle it out, because that is a long time of battling and a long time of controversy between those two. And Ford even said that if the 47 comes in his way when he's about to end that losing streak, then he might start to play dirty. But as it seems right now, that 47 just on pure pace coming around turn 2, he's gotten ahead by a lot and already a second ahead of that Chevy.
Tell you somebody who's flying is that 34 of Pango, just behind the 24 now. We saw him working on the 15 of Ariel, able to make that pass, and now hunting down the 24 for second. Mr. Polster right there got great speed in that 34 car. And we saw him get turned around on the initial start, dropped out of the top 10, but now driving his way through the top 5 as now he puts that car to the inside of the 24 with a little bit of contact. It's to be expected in Maryland, though.
Out of the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the only way you can get past cars at this racetrack is by bumping into them. Even though this track is around the width of Kansas Motor Speedway, it might not be a very wide intermediate, but it's a very wide short track here in comparison to the others.
Pango makes his way past Ford and immediately opens up a gap, and now Ford and Ariel starting the battle, and a huge shot to the back of the 24 from the 15, all the way up out of the groove went Ford. Not gonna be happy about how he raced. He's gonna try and get back into the 15 and spin himself around into the outside wall. Goes Ford.
Around goes the 24 of Ford, and he's gonna lose positions while doing it. I believe that was just a self-spin off of Ford.
Yeah, he tried to get back to the back bumper of the 15, did it, but he just pushed the car in past its grip point and just came around on him as soon as he got into the bumper.
That's one thing that I do love about this package and setup, especially for these short tracks. It's so easy to miss.
Oh, and Forza's stopped on the apron. Forza's got an issue. He's going a lap down here.
Oh, Forza problem.
Not out of fuel.
I didn't think it was the 47.
Not out of fuel, and tires can't be gone, so I don't know if he just had to go AFK or what, but Forza now off the racetrack and parked on the inside wall. No. Pango gonna take the race lead.
Yeah, is that that may or may not be a caution depending on what the officials think. Oh my goodness, huge hit for the 47 of Forza, goes into the 36. Whoa.
I think we should stay green since he's on the apron. I don't know what the issue could be for that 47, though.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe he just had to go away, and then there was a huge shunt between him and what I believe was the 39 of Queeg. Yeah, there was just a big wreck between them. That's not a good look for the 47. He's still sitting there.
Currently watching this 3-car battle between the 26, 1, and 31. Down the front stretch, gonna get jackknifed now. It's Zach and Hobbs. And the 44 isn't gonna swing right by.
Yeah. Incredible swing by the 40.
Hard battling here in Maryland, and those two just got a little too greedy. Looked like the one tried to run the 31 as close to the wall as he could and just got a little too out of his bearings and put him in the wall. But now, just a few paces behind these three is the leader, Pango, coming around in danger of putting these guys a lap down, so they got to get rolling or if they want to stay on the lead lap before this stage wraps up.
And it's extremely easy to accidentally get put a lap down, you know. If you spin out, if you're somehow, you have a bad pit stop, something like that, it's very easy to get put a lap down, maybe not be able to pit under the safety car, and then eventually you either run out of fuel, maybe run out of tires, or you're just going to lose so much track position by not being able to pit, and you have to pit on a green flag run. And there is the 34 of Pengo coming into the pit lane.
Oh, and he's
very
on the
close to
line.
pit stop.
Oh, that's
He's
a
on the
penalty
line.
from the lead. Costly penalty for the 34.
And here comes a 27 around him with his hand out the window, most likely for the next time. He is our leader of this race, will now be coming into the pits, and this is going to be the
Radical on the line, Queeg on the line.
Oh no!
I think no Radical. Yeah, Queeg. Yeah, he was on the line.
All of them, yeah.
Troublesome stop.
This is what we've been seeing.
Oh,
in Maryland.
barely not on the line.
Maryland has been so treacherous for whatever reason in the pit lane.
Yeah, it's very narrow pit lane, opposite of the track, and pretty
24
tight
and
pit
27
boxes.
came together on pit road.
No huge surprise that we're seeing these drivers have this many pit road issues.
And 10 with another drive-through. Oh, Forza, he's been hit again. Oh, and again. Oh, no. That could be... There's a chance that could be a DNF. Yeah, Forza's left.
Man,
Forza's left. Out comes the pace car, most likely to just push this dead car out of the way. And that's
they might as well just
Forza's
wanna
race
throw
is
the yellow
done.
at this point.
Yeah.
They might just want to throw the yellow at this point.
Yeah, that pace car, and there is the caution. They're not going to try and get it out of the way. That pace car, wow, that is not, whoa. Whoa, very, very close indeed between these people. And that car, that pace car, is still attempting to push him out of the way.
Got a number of cars that received drive-through penalties on that yellow, or under that green cycle. So there's going to be a few drivers who are going to have to come back down and serve penalties.
Yeah. And I called
When
it,
we go
all
back
called it,
green.
and it was, yeah, that is an unfortunate way to see the 47's race is done. Yeah, Forza and DNF just after the first half of this first stage. That is, yeah. Pit road will be open. Yeah, unfortunate DNF for Blaze Technology Motorsports, and after how they have been performing, especially at this track, you could say the 15 could take his place as one of the new front runners at Maryland. You know, he showed some good promise here and then started this race, unfortunately, basically all the way in the back at P14. But he's made his way all the way back up, and he's looking to try and extend that little lead there.
Pit road is open. Got a few cars coming down. The Dragon in the 26, number 39 of Queen, and David and Hobbs, teammates from Dynaco. Worsen also on pit road, struggling to get into his box. Turned around backwards. I think his tires might be shot.
Yeah, wow.
That if his tires are done, that's going to be a DNF for the 40. He's still got a little bit of fuel, but his tires might be gone.
Yeah, oh wow, around, and a lot of people around actually underpacing.
Second lap pit road being open, got more cars headed for service of 48, 51, and 24.
And this is unfortunately how it goes, you know. 47, no clue what happened with him.
And
He
Worsen just
kinda-
ran himself out of fuel.
Oh my, wait, what?
He was on pit road and he didn't pit.
Oh my goodness. Well, that... Okay. We're going to be going green this time with 21 to go in the stage.
In a very, very shuffled field from what we saw before that yellow.
Yeah,
the
but the
47
only
is
thing that
out.
didn't change is the 15.
Yeah, 15 of Ariel still up towards the front. The 18 of Mace got a second life here up towards the front. 34 and 24, a little bit buried after running well on the on the green flag, but through the Ohio Edison restart zone, we're back green in Maryland.
Yeah, here comes a 15 all the way down the
Oh,
line.
got a few cars sideways, able to straighten out. I think that was
cars sideways.
I think those were
That
both
was
dodges.
the 48. That was the 48, the 69, and the 31 all coming together. Still very, very close.
How about Ford in the 24 already making up a handful of spots on this restart? Going to try
Already
and
up
join
in the
his
front,
teammate.
yeah.
Joining his teammate at the front of the field
20
now.
down to the bottom.
Oh, we got a car sliding, I
The
think.
18 car sliding around, and that's the 31 of Zach again. Here comes the 24 searching for his first win in 146 races. The 24 car, ooh, squirrely off of turn 1. But that 27, don't count that 27 out, directly behind the 24. That Drone Strike Racing Ford is one of the most prolific flat track racers, and we're seeing it now as he sends it down to the inside of that bow tie. The 24 will take the lead of the race, but like I said, basically this
Teammates
whole
going to
top
go right
five-
back at each other.
Ooh.
Lucas now in the battle.
Lucas now pushing his way all the way up into first as they come around to turn 3.
Ford going to
Mace
drive
tried
into
to
the back
fend
of
him
his
off.
teammate.
He's trying to fend him off, but he's not doing the best. Ooh, contact between the 24 and the 27.
Oh, big shot
Ooh,
from
big
Mace to
contact.
Ford. It's going to cost the 18. Going to lose a lot of momentum.
Oh, yeah. I think he was trying to shunt him, and then he
It looked like it.
Yeah, he was trying to shunt him, but the 27 was there, and it was basically a back brace for the 24, and bam, directly into 4th place goes the 18.
And we've got some tempers flaring all over the track. Seeing a lot of contact. The 20 just got plowed into by the 39 going into 3 that last lap. And at the front of the field,
Yeah.
they're still just jockeying for position. Now this 3-car battle swaps out the 18 for the 34
27
now.
down the inside. Now the 34-27 is back up in it. Oh!
Almost a jackknife for Lucas.
Contact
Now
into
onto the
wall.
apron.
Into the inside and the outside wall in the span of 1 corner, and they were 3 wide there behind him for a second with the 10, the 15, and the 27, all Fords.
And he's going to fall all the way out of the top 5. Nearly going to get shoved way out the track again going into 3.
27 into the outside of the wall again. What is going on?
Landslide for Lucas this last lap. Oh, and he's going to get... Oh, the 51 backwards in turn 1 into the wall.
Oh, it's the 51 of Miguel.
Definitely contact there that sent that 51 around. From who? I couldn't tell you, but the officials deem it as the 26 of Dragon who sent him around.
But now the 31 of Zach, he is at risk of getting lapped here. That would not be good. And, you know, also lapped by one of his own teammates if he falls back hard enough. Oh, and there he comes.
Oh,
I
whoa!
believe he's going into pit lane. Whoa!
Lots of contact right there. The 10, 15, and 18.
3 wide.
Gonna lose a ton of momentum. Now 3 wide, 4 wide going
my
into
goodness,
turn 1.
4 wide into turn
Oh,
2.
it's not gonna work.
Around
Volvo's
goes the 20.
sideways gonna save it.
Volvo keeps turning around, but he's able to make it straight as they go down the back straightaway. Down below the apron goes the 39, a Queeg, and all the way below as well the 10. You can't count him out of this as well. Sideways was the 39, almost sideways was the 20 for the second time in 2 laps. Here we go, even more fighting going on. But now, look at this 34 car. He's basically pulled away with the lead. That's over a second. What I'm most likely going to focus on, though, is this battle between the 39, 18, and 20, and they're 3 wide as they come into 2.
May's starting to
Incredible
fall
racing
back.
going on to the back here. Down, diving down the inside, gets the 39 of Queef. Is he going to be able to make it? And he will. But they're still side by side down the front straight away. The 39's going to send it in again. An incredible sends going on from this 39 Drone Strike Racing car. Did I say the funny thing?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm so used to calling it that now. Anyways, but now these 3 cars behind him, they're catching up. Now Queeg down the inside of Dragon and the 26 car. He's trying down the inside of the 10 of Radical. He's almost making it. Oh my goodness me, this 39 is on a roll. down the back straightaway, still 2 wide, sending it down, and he's made it away into turn 3, but here comes a switchback from the 10, and here comes the 18 also behind him. They were almost 3 wide.
Oh, the 31 has been hard.
Now down the inside goes the 36. Oh, no. And to the outside, there was contact between the 26 and the 39. Now under threat from the 20 is the 39 Queeg, shoving down the inside. Oh, he almost turned him.
6 laps to go in stage 1. Oh, almost around on the front stretches. Queeg able to hang on to it, but this 39 has been he's got some contact with everybody on this last run, it looks like. Finally able to get some breathing room from the 20, though.
You know, he gained a reputation earlier in the season for being one of the fastest rookies, and he might be gaining a reputation now as well, just not for the right reason. Now all the way down there, mostly spread out now, but we're looking just under 5 to go in this first stage. Pengo in the 36, he has run away with this race after his team owner disappeared from contention for an unknown reason that still has not been said to us. The 15, Blaze Technology Motorsports Ford of Ariel, that is your Duel 1 winner at Daytona just a couple weeks ago, made his way into 2nd place, but Pengo will be taken up soon.
How about the 24 Ford again? Having such a strong run. Right in 3rd. Good opportunity for some playoff points here. The top 3 in the stages all receive playoff points. The top 5 get stage points, so good standing right here for the 24. Just got to keep this up throughout the night, and he could be in for a very fruitful points day here in Maryland. Maybe even get that checkered flag that he's been longing for the past 3 or so seasons.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Here comes the 34 to take the white flag in stage 1 at the Old Bay 400. This is just one of 3 stages, and especially because of these stage cautions, pits are closed, anything can happen, and anything will happen. We've seen all the cows going through. Wow, sideways the 34 coming into 3 for the final time in stage 1, but Pengo will take the stage, and some well-deserved playoff points as well.
Oh, and battle for 3rd. Luke is going to take 3rd over Ford, going to take the stage point, or the playoff point. Wow.
Oh, wow. Lucas just sent it, didn't he?
Yeah, had to have been some contact there, because Ford, he had the ground on him, but Lucas made it up.
And late stage caution now as they come around. Pengo will be the first one behind the safety car, followed by the 15, 27, 24. That was a very fruitful end to stage 1, and if that's a precursor to anything that's going to happen throughout the rest of this race, then we're in for a pretty good one. You know, these races, we're just in the 3rd week of the NAPA this season, and you know, I am genuinely impressed by how it's going. We have some incredible racing, we have some incredible racers, and the races that we have had, they have been so incredibly entertaining to watch, and I hope we can keep this up throughout the rest of the season. But you know, this is always the time to ask, how aggressive is too aggressive? Obviously, you're putting at risk basically everything, but you know, it's early into the season, you can take those kind of risks.
Very busy pit road here. 20 Volvo gonna be on the line. That'll be a penalty for him. Contact between teammates trying to get into their boxes. The 27 and the 39. Able to make it into their boxes cleanly, though. Everybody else seems to be within their boxes. No speed limit violations, as the 69 of David gonna win the race off of pit road. Wow.
Oh,
what a stop for that Dynaco Racing Motorsports team.
Yeah.
And a penalty for the 27. Might have caught him speeding on pit exit.
And the 48 as well.
And the 48.
Ooh, 69 maybe as well, as he's going to come in this time. Yeah, so the racing that we've seen this season, it's been great. And, you know, I hope we see a lot more of it here, but these new drivers, they're known for being extremely aggressive, and you know, obviously some of these veterans, we've seen them get a little bit fed up with them at times, but these rookies are very aggressive, and some of them are very quick, and that just leads me into a question. Who do you think could win Rookie of the Year today? Because of what we know and what we've seen, there are some incredible choices in the Breaks and Cup Series.
Yeah, right now, honestly, it's a toss-up for Rookie of the Year for the Cup Series for me. Because like you said, there's so many strong prospects, a lot of great drivers here that joined us through this most recent tryout session. So get back to me about halfway through the season. But for now, back green in stage number 2 here at Maryland, already 3 wide.
Ford sends it. Wow.
Made his way up the track with the 34. Ariel, though, off the brake, and he's going to lead us down the backstretch.
Stage 2 now racing, and all bunched up back together. How are these guys going to be able to make moves? Down goes the 10. Throughout literally half the field, he just made an overtake.
Great pass.
Yeah, incredible pass, even if it was a little bit below
Oh,
the
Ford
apron.
around!
Oh, around goes the 24.
Gonna save
Ford.
it!
He's able to save it. Incredibly quick reaction times by that 24 car, and now he's 3 wide with Puig and the 27, and someone else is around in the background. I believe that was the 51 of Miguel, and even more contact between the 20 and the 48, but even... Wow.
Oh! 27
Oh, no.
around. Fast spin into turn 1 and backs into the outside wall.
That's Lucas. And yeah, one of the highest prowesses in short flat track racing that you will see in this league. The one criticism that most people have of Lucas, though, is he can be extremely aggressive at times. And sometimes, like I said earlier, it just doesn't really work out in your favor.
It looked like a little bit of retaliation from the 24, maybe. You saw Ford go sideways the last corner, or the last lap through turn 1, and then Ford looked like he just drove in there in turn 1 and turned the 27 around.
Well, yeah, some interesting racing styles that we've seen here at Maryland. And here comes around turn 3 is the leader, and these cars have been extremely quick today. There was obviously some controversy in the brake series of illegal engine modifications for Craven Engines cars, but that hasn't stopped. That hasn't stopped this 34. These Dodge cars have been also extremely quick. And the 15 as well. You know, just from what I've seen, some of my picks for Rookie of the Year, obviously we can't tell this early into the season, but especially in the Cup Series, Ariel has been putting on such a show along with the 39 of Puig, and, you know, I believe the 39 needs extra points just because of his name, but based on performance, the 15 being closed in by the 51, that Blaze Technology Motorsports 15 has been incredibly quick, and not just has he been quick, he's been very consistent, and if he can keep that up for the rest of the season, then we're looking at some great finishing performances from him, and maybe even more wins, because he won the first duel at Daytona just a couple weeks ago, and he's definitely going to be looking to get a couple more. Ooh, sideways off the bumper of the 15, just as I was talking about him. That's Miguel in the 51. Big send by that BTM driver down the inside, and he's doing it again as they come into turn 4, and now onto the front stretch. They're still side by side, bumper locking almost.
No.
And ooh, very squirrely is the 51. He's going to be overtaken by the second Blaze Technology Motorsport driver in a row.
Bit of a landslide for that last lap for the 51. Now going to try and get it right again, going back in the forward direction.
Yeah, and one thing that you keep wanting to see at Maryland Raceway is people will tell you, crew chiefs will tell you, and the spotters as well, just keep the car straight. You don't want to mess up, because even though there is a lot of racing surface, this track can get very, very tight, very, very quick. And it's not just because the racing surface is wide, it's just because of the way that you run this track and the lines that you take. We see this multi-groove action, we see people sending it into these corners, and, you know, corner entry can be anywhere from 110 to 150 miles per hour, as you have to get very, very late on the brakes or very early and just tap them if you want them into a 90 mile an hour apex, and then get on to the throttle again just to
Oh.
maximize your output. Ooh, what
24
was that?
just put the 1 in the wall trying to get by him and allowed the 20 to go past, and now
What was
Ford
that?
back into the bumper of the 20. I was just sitting here watching the 24 because he's putting on some really nice moves here a little bit further in the pack, just outside of the top 5, trying to make his way back up. But
Yeah.
a little damper in the progress right there, as you saw the contact with the 1, put the 1 in the wall, and then the 20 got back by him.
Yeah. Ooh, here comes a 39. Down the inside, he's made it 3 wide down the front straightaway. And now pushing down the inside, pushing, and gone is a 39. But around the outside, maybe trying is the 24 of Ford. But here comes a 21, a run by Volvo. Incredible run by him. But here comes a 39 back down to normal racing conditions. Is the 21 going to try and send it? The 24 blocks. He goes a little deep. Here comes the 20 into turn 2, and he's made the move, but is he going to be able to make it stick as they come into turn 3? Around the back straightaway, still too wide. And here comes Volvo. Here comes the 24. This 39 is being closed in on, but that's not going to deter his chances. Almost 3 wide there. Was 3 wide for a second. Down the inside of the 24 comes a 20. Down the outside, the 24 is going to keep trying to defend as much as he can. But, ooh, almost jackknifed there. 4 numbers off each other here as they come into turn 3.
3-car battle still relentless here for P6.
Yeah.
Oh, 31.9 way up the racetrack on entry.
Ooh. Here comes, that's given the golden opportunity for the 24 of Ford to get by him.
Yeah, got clear of the 20. Now the 39 had a good run off the corner. See if he can hang on to it. The quarter panel off of Ford. Doesn't look like it. Ford going to clear for P6. And now Queeg stuck in a battle with the 20 of Volvo now. They're side by side going blow for blow once again.
Here
26 of
comes
Dragon also. Yeah, teammates of the 39 going to enter this battle.
And that's another thing that happens at this racetrack. Some people, they just kind of appear from nowhere, and then you got to fend them off to keep your position on the racetrack. And defending is much easier than attacking on this racetrack. But Queeg is making it look easy as he sends it down the inside of the 20. Here comes a 39. The 26 is going to try and make a
what
move.
a move
Here with
for
the switchback
Volvo.
at the 20. Now down the inside, he's going to make it.
In the wall.
Into the outside wall off the bumper of the 39. That slowed them both down. Here comes the 26 of Dragon down the inside of the 39. He is clear on the outside, but not anymore as they come too wide around the high line. Here comes the 39. Incredible run by Queeg. And still too wide as they come into turn 3. Now turn 4. Clear all around for the 26 of Dragon.
And this battle is nowhere near over, at least between these two teammates. The 24 of Ford got clear. He drove away. The 20 of Volvo now likely going to do the same. But these two still side by side, and their third teammate, Lucas, just behind him. He's been making ground as well as that battle was going on. Now got past the 69 of David. And looking to put himself in this battle, maybe.
This race is Drone Strike Racing versus Blaze Technology Motorsports. Oh, a mess up on corner exit there for turn 1. The 39 goes into the outside wall, giving that 26 car, and maybe even 27 car here, coming down to the inside. They have made it by him. What in the world happened at the start of that lap for the 39?
I think he's got some lag issues. Just came over the radio, said he was frozen, so that might be what caused that issue. Dropped him 2 spots, though.
Yeah. Full teams here, I believe, Drone Strike Racing and Blaze Technology Motorsports. Unfortunately, that BTM roster was cut short after an unknown problem with that 47 car.
So was DSR's actually, because Zach was parked. Yeah, so both of those full four, most of the full 4 teams have lost at least. They've just lost 1 driver throughout this race.
And for the most part, fully spread out now. Pengo is he's still putting on a show. You know, that's one thing that I like about these guys. It's their ability to run their own race. And we're just seeing that from Pengo right here. He's just chilling out. And, you know, he's very confident that he can bring it home in one piece. He's going to have to. But, ooh, wow. That was actually very squirrely coming into 3. But that 34 now into pit road.
From the lead, Pengo going to pit.
It's going to be the 10 of Radical will most likely be the one into the lead. And now it's going to be BTM on BTM for the lead of this race.
Yeah, these two have been battling for the last few laps.
teammate rivalries.
Ariel gonna take the spot
Ooh,
for
whoa,
now,
what
but
a
Radical,
stand!
Radical coming to pit road. It looks like.
Coming to pit road, then yeah, gotta be. I was about to say, there's no way you're gonna make a move like that.
Oh, slow stop, a little short in his box. Had to pull up before starting it.
Here comes
Good
the
heads up
24
call to
Ford also
wait.
on the pit road.
Heads up call to wait and start it before, or wait to pull up before starting it forward into his box cleanly. One of Hobbs also.
Yep. 39 now pulling away from that train wreck of a battle that he was having. 29 mostly clean stops for everyone. Hobbs a little bit close to his line. But yeah, now very spread out.
Ariel and Joshua still, they come out battling after the 10 car went to pit road. The 15 yet to pit yet. But they come
Yeah,
out
these two are
right
supposed
battling
to
with
work
each
together,
other.
but not really.
So Ariel currently holds the race lead. Miguel and the 51 just behind him in second. Both of those drivers yet to pit, as well as 27 of Lucas. But
Yeah.
the next car behind the 51, the 18 of Mace, he's on fresh tires. And you can tell by the way he's catching this 51.
Oh yeah. The 10 attempting to defend his lap here from his own teammate, as
It's
the
also
15
fresh
has not
tires.
come in yet. Yeah.
And
You
51 to
can
pit
definitely
road.
see. You can
Pass-through
definitely
penalty.
see the difference.
Oh,
Whoa.
51.
And just as that happens, the inverse of those numbers, the 15 just sent it down the inside of his teammate. But he will now be pitting from the lead of this race. Now that'll just leave Dragon and Pengo. Actually, no, Pengo already pit, so that'll just leave
Dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon.
Yeah, just Dragon.
Here he
He's
comes
coming in now. And quick stop for the 26.
Clean
Pretty
stop for the
routine.
veteran.
Yeah.
Now Pengo battling for the 20, battling with the 20 for his lap, and he's going to go by him.
One thing I
39
did
up the
notice,
road.
we have a lot of Hall of Famers in this race.
We do. A lot of veterans back in the car, as you love to
Yeah.
see. And a lot of rookies,
Now
too.
fourth was gone, so that takes out a little bit of it. Yeah, veteran versus rookie. That's really been the entire statement.
Tail
this
of the
whole
season. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to stay
I
that
mean,
way as well.
We had record numbers in the off-season tryouts, and there was calls to open up a third division just because of how
whoa.
many people we had.
Teammates had some contact there in turn 4. That was Joshua and Ariel really slow in the corner right there. 15 coming by. Of course, it's those two. They cannot get away from each other tonight.
Yeah, those two are just clinging on to each other. Yeah. Wow.
This battle continues for second as it was before the pit cycle.
And one thing, whoa!
Wow.
Holy send by the 10! What was he thinking?
No contact made, but down below the
No
apron.
contact, but way below the apron. That was 10 feet.
Just behind those two BTM teammates is a bear battle between Mace and Ford. This is for 4th on the racetrack.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of teammate-on-teammate battles here. This
Yeah.
is not really a track where you need any teammate help. You don't really need a draft. You can just kind of have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing a lot of these teams that brought even cars. We're seeing the drivers end up battling it out amongst themselves, like the Bear drivers beside each other, BTM drivers beside each other. APR just hit on the setups this weekend because that 34 car is flying. And on the opposite side of the spectrum, Jarrero, another Dodge team, associate Dodge team, seems to have missed it a little bit. The 51 of Miguel has been struggling a bit tonight, just about a straightaway ahead of the leader going a lap down, but he's getting held up a bit by the 20 and the 39 here. They're fighting hard for their laps, which they are allowed to.
Whoa! The 39 and the 34 almost coming together. That was close.
Oh, I think Pengo's going to get them both right here.
Oh, wow, he will. Oh, my goodness, what a move. What a move. First start for the brand new APM driver. Well, not brand new. He's been here a bit before, but first start this season for the 34, and he's already putting on a show.
Next car up the road is the 51 of Miguel. 26 of Dragon just ahead of him. This is 16 to go in stage number 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of those two Bear drivers we were just talking about a few laps ago, the 27 of Lucas found his way past both of them while we were watching the leader deal with
Classic
lap traffic.
Lucas.
Yeah, found his way past both of them, and he is driving away. Was not happy with his car after practice 2 and qualifying earlier tonight, but seems like they've made some adjustments throughout the race, and that 27 car is now rolling to the front. And I think the Fords are really just long-run cars.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. These, well, okay, one exception to that would be Ban's last night, because apparently his runs only lasted about 1.5
Yes,
laps until he
Ban's-
just completely fell off again.
Vans in the Break Series was definitely a short-run car. It was very interesting to see.
Interesting.
But Pango caught
Yeah,
26, put up a lap down. Now the 51 next on the list.
Yeah. One thing that's been put on display that I do really like about this racetrack, the package, and the setups, is it's so easy to make mistakes around here. It's a fun track, but at the same time, it's a very challenging track as well. Oh, the 48. Harder to the inside wall, the 48 of Frosty.
It's been a night to forget for the 48.
Oh,
And I think he's parking it. Yeah, he's taking it to the garage.
Oh, no.
He's got the halfway, so he's going to get 13th place finishing points, but he's calling it a night, headed back to the hauler.
Yeah. Wow. Yep, that is it for... That's it for the 48. Unfortunate for him. Now, mostly quiet here, lap 116. Should I?
10 to go in stage 2. Now 9 as Pengo comes across the stripe.
Yep.
But man, that APR, the APR got that set up. They hit it on the head, and the driver is doing a great job as well.
Yeah, 13 seconds to the lead. That could be a quick pit stop away from being able to just pit and still be in front, but you know. Yeah.
All right, well, we're here on pit road, or in the garage area rather, with driver of the number 48, Frost. After we saw you get into the wall and then come to pit road, bring the car to the garage, but early end to the night for you, just past halfway, so you'll get 13th place finishing points, but obviously a night to forget for the 48 team. Tell me what you missed in the setup, or what you missed in the track, and what are you guys gonna focus on the second time we come here?
Honestly, I don't know how I generated 5th place. Maybe it was with the apron, like getting 2 tires in that apron. I couldn't master that, and I get it. I don't. This is my first time here. I don't really know how to do anything, and yeah. Once I master the apron, I hope I won't be as bad as I did today. And I'm sorry for letting down Mason and Ford tonight. And I really hope that Vegas will do better for me, because it's an intermediate, and I hope I don't suck too much balls at that.
All right, well, as I said, a night to forget, but like you said, got an intermediate next weekend. You did pretty well at Atlanta last weekend, so we'll see how you can fare at Las Vegas next weekend. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
Here comes Pango for lap 123. Just left in the stage. These stages get progressively longer and longer, and we're gonna have to see maybe 2 green flag pit stops on this 3rd stage here. 75 laps from 125 all the way to the end 200. So pits are closed now as it's 2 to go in the stage, and this 34, he's just run away with this race. I mean, like you said, so incredibly dominant this entire time, as he's going to come around turn 4 and pick up the white flag for stage 2. You know, APM started out off of the coattails of Rab Racing, and after they disbanded, APM or APR, whichever one, comes through, and yeah, they have hit it on the head. These race engineers and mechanics must be pretty proud of what they've conjured up today. But white and green checkered flag in the air. That is stage 2 at Maryland Motor Speedway, and the 34 will take it.
Joshua finally able to drive away from his teammate Ariel for second. And the battle for third continues between the 15 and the 27. Into the wall goes Ariel after trying to send it in on Lucas, but he's going to wall ride around to take third. I doubt the officials will let him keep those points.
Yeah. Third caution of tonight. First one was for stage, second one was for Forza's DNF, and now another stage. Yeah, but Lucas, he's definitely been... Oh my goodness. Hard of the outside wall went Lucas on the bumper of the 24 under caution. But, yeah, Lucas, he's been very nice and very consistent at these short tracks. The problem with Lucas, like I said, he's very aggressive, very short into his runs, and sometimes that ends up with him being put behind the pack after an incident or a crash, and then eventually just not being able to recover from that. But if he does have that pace, and if he is able to keep the car straight, he is one of the most prolific flat track drivers in this league.
Absolutely. Well, we just heard from the 48 of Frost, who just left the race early, and so let's talk to another driver who had their night come to an end early, the 40 of Worsen for late night racing. Worsen, we saw you qualified towards the back of the pack, and unfortunately could not get that car righted, or could not get that car going in the right direction for you. So I'll ask you the same thing I asked Frost. What did the team miss in the setup, and what more did you need from the car to maybe have a better shot tonight?
Well, it was an iffy qualify, and so I knew I was gonna have to pull some strategy out of a hat, and I stayed out as long as I could. I stayed out. Caution came out because of Forza, and I'm like, all right, cool. I made sure all my pit options were cycled through. I get into my pit box, and I get tires, but I don't get fuel. And I don't figure it out until midway down the backstretch as my car stops. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh yeah, you ran out of fuel, right?
Yeah, so I selected fuel, and I had 2 cans. I still have it on my screen because I deleted my car as I was in it. I got tires, but didn't get fuel, and you know it was going to be really good with that caution coming out. I had the lead. Beautiful strategy call by me, and then I got that one race where Greg Biffle, his fuel cans broke. So
yeah, it's unfortunate end to the night, but got Las Vegas next weekend. Late night racing, it was very fast last weekend at Atlanta, another intermediate, so we'll see if you guys can bring some more speed next weekend, and we'll see if that 40 car can have a better result.
yeah, I was thinking about just saying screw it and bringing it back out, pitting, but I was like, nah, you know, whatever. So then I joined you guys up in the broadcast booth, sat next to you, and now I'm in the pace car right now, so.
All right, well.
Oh, there's a man on the shoes cone.
Thanks for talking to us, Words, and we'll see you at Vegas next weekend.
Yep, see you guys.
All right, double file ready for the stage 3 restart. The 10 of Joshua on the bottom, 24 Ford on the outside for the front row through the Ohio Edison restart zone. We're back green in Maryland. Stage 3 underway.
Yeah, here comes the 24, almost sideways with the 39 of Queeg as they came into turn 1 for the first time. Into the pits will be the 51 of Miguel, but now still side by side on multiple occasions, almost 3 wide on a couple occasions there in the back. That 15 car attempting to make up as many positions as it can, forced down below the apron is the 39 of Queeg. Ford will take the lead of this race coming into the 3rd stage.
Oh, contact between 39 and 10, way up out of the groove. Here comes the 27, 15 now.
3 wide. 3 wide between the 15, 34 and 39. 39 will get pushed back to the pack. The 27 will get all the way pushed from down in the front. The 15 will try down the inside of that 34 car. Extreme send.
27.
3.
Challenge to the inside 3 wide. We got a car in the wall. I think that was the
Attempting a
51 of
switchback
Miguel
for
again.
34. Ooh, car on the wall, the 18 of Mace. Now already, here comes the 15. He's still trying to get past that 34 car. Much quicker equipment than that BTM 15, but he's still trying his best. That 24 looking to break a 146 race winless streak. Yeah, well, here comes the 34 of Pego. Started P1, now running P2.
Oh, 15 and 10 around in turn 1.
That's the teammates again.
Oh, I know Forrest is watching in the motorhome, and he is upset. We got more tire smoke going into turn 3. That's a 10 of Radical still, and now the 1 of Hobbs around.
Lots of people, actually. There's 3
And the caution gonna come out.
The 10, yeah, there's the yellow. Second incident yellow of the night now. Oh, wow.
Pango gonna come take the race back over
wow.
Ford.
Around goes the pace car on the backstretch. Around again. And finally facing the correct direction.
Let's have another look at what happened there in the turn 1 between the teammates. We watched those two battle tooth and nail side by side for the entirety of stage 2 pretty much, and right here at the beginning of stage 3, the 15 sends it way onto the apron, right into his teammate, torpedoed the left side door of the 10 and sent both of them around. Radical was able to recover quickly, 15 not so much, and then just the next corner, the 10 car finds himself backwards again and collects the 1 car as the 15 comes piling in as well, but some tempers potentially flaring between those two Blaze Tech teammates. We'll have to see if that continues through the race or if it's just been a few misunderstandings tonight. But regardless, it's going to be an interesting team meeting on Monday. The road is open.
Oh, yeah. Post-race interviews may get heated, boys. But around here we come. Fastest lap of the race is held by Lucas in the 27 car for Drone Strike Racing at 19.4 flat. One interesting thing that I keep seeing again and again in these races, the fact that practice 1 always has the fastest lap times out of every single session of the weekend.
Maybe because the track's completely green.
Probably, yeah.
Well, no, it wouldn't be completely green because it breaks through this practice, so never mind.
What in the world? Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yep. Sun sets over Baltimore, Maryland now. Of our second incident caution of the night, that's going to make it 4.
Coming to see the 1 to green this time by maybe. I don't think so. Never mind.
Is that a flute?
Flute? What?
I swore I heard a flute somewhere. Someone in the stands is playing a flute.
And we can hear it from the broadcast booth.
Yeah, we can hear it. Our booth is in a building, on the infield. Somehow we can hear it. anyways, here we come.
Joshua and Mace on the front row, Lucas and Queeg row 2, Ford and Miguel row 3. Coming for the Ohio Edison restart zone to continue stage number 3. 10 car on the gas. We're back green to Maryland.
Already good
Oh, and the
start
51's
now.
around.
Oh my goodness.
Again, Miguel has been
immediately.
Miguel has been spun around
He's
more times than
just
anybody tonight.
Yeah. You could say he's the Ethan of the new era of the NAPA. But now,
maybe.
Now in comes, that is the 10 of Radical. Ooh, the 39 down the inside trying to make a move. They were 3 wide on the apron.
Here comes Lucas surging through the middle to the lead. Gonna get bumped by Mace a few times.
The 18, now Lucas all the way to the lead. The 15 riding the outside wall for whatever reason that could be.
24
now, down the
also
inside,
challenging.
Absolute send for the 24.
3 wide off of 2 once again. It's a bear sandwich featuring the BTM number 10.
Ooh, that was almost contact between the bumper of the 10 and the back bumper of the 24. Yeah, now here comes the 18 of Mace. Don't leave him out either.
Ooh,
But now 3 wide
contact.
again.
Radical tried to shove
10
that
goes
nose
all the way
underneath
down.
the 24. Ford did a good job of protecting, though. Coming around to 50 laps to go. 1 or 3 quarters through the way. 50 laps left here at Maryland. Lucas leads us
And
to it.
Really, when you look down the front stretch, you can see how loose these cars can get.
Oh!
Especially off of turn 4.
Mace around on the back straightaway.
Uh-oh. That's not the best for the 18.
Absolutely not. Excuse me.
Now side by side, David almost made it 3 wide. Now diving down the inside of the 18 of Mace on the 69 of David. Dynaco Racing Motorsports driver. Oh no!
Oh, big wreck.
crash on
Oh,
the back
no.
straightaway. Around goes the 18 of Mace off the bumper of the 69, and the 20 gets in it. The 1 gets in it. 26 just barely avoids it, and they're able to get it back straight again.
69 David also was sideways down the backstretch. Haven't said David's name a lot tonight, but it has not been a good
No,
night
not at all.
for the 69.
Yeah, David, after moving to the full-time ride in the Cup Series for the foreseeable future at Dynaco Racing Motorsports, and yeah, he has not been doing so well.
Been right outside the top 10 all night. And right there, just contact
Yeah.
with the 18. Looks like a misjudgment, almost a jackknife, but turned out about half or 50% worse than it could have been, or than they usually
24
is.
almost turned the 34 at turn 4. But yeah, David, he has 9 wins, 6 in the Break Series and 3 in the Cup Series, all when he was a reserve driver for the number 1 of Hobbs. Was those 3 wins in the Cup Series. That was all still while he was racing in the 2nd division. But has the hype gotten to his head, and has the hype of the next big thing in the NAPA gotten to Michigan's head? The owner of Dynaco Racing Motorsports, maybe now he's rethinking of such a long deal of the 69, but we've still got a lot of this season to go, and maybe this is just a small blemish on his record.
For David, I don't know if it's even hype. I think it's just the level of competition, the jump of competition from the Break Series to the Cup Series, because this is not the first time David's come to the Cup Series and he hasn't run as expected, because we saw him in the Cup Series with Bear Motorsports a few seasons ago in Season 8, I believe, in the Cup Series. And while granted that was a much weaker Bear Motorsports than they are now, or I guess comparative to Dynaco Racing Motorsports now, David did not perform very well at all, missed the playoffs, and was, quite frankly, dead last every race that he participated in, dropped back to the Break Series and lit it up as we saw last season. So could it just be a competition gap and potentially just a skill deficit in the driver of the 69? I hate to say it, I love David as a person, but oh no, 27! Almost turned
27,
around, and here comes the
very
10 and the
slowly.
34.
Off the bumper of the 15, and they made it 3 wide for a second, and oh my goodness, what a send by the 27 into turn 1. Yeah, wow, that was huge.
Huge.
Yeah, that could have been very nasty indeed for the 27 car of Lucas. Now he's gonna come all the way back. Oh, wow. What a send by the 15. Into the inside of the 34. 34 is going to try and defend as they come into turn 3.
Oh, big send from Lucas, and he's going to go sideways. He's going to get straightened out with a little help from the 24.
This isn't the first time we've seen these cars self-spin when they try and push it too hard. That's what I was saying with Lucas. He has a hard time keeping it straight. If he does, he's extremely fast. But when he doesn't, he can get put into this deficit that is basically unable to recover from. And I would have said that he is one of the top picks for this race, but that is the one critique about him that has turned into a fatal flaw in his time in the Cup Series.
Now under 40 laps to go in Maryland. Pengo challenging Joshua for the lead. Contact sideways into turn 1. 34 going to take the spot. These guys are still going to have to pit. Yeah, absolutely. Got at least one more stop. Maybe even 2. 2 might be a stretch. But definitely one more stop to go.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the 34 now leaving the inside open for the 10. He's going to try down the inside. Is the 34 relying on that run? That's what we've seen from this 34 car.
Pengo's doing it. He loves that high side.
Yeah, he loves it. That run off the high side is so extremely quick. And APM, APR, they absolutely bonked the nail on the head with this setup. This is incredible.
Lucas, we saw the contact. We saw the contact on the slide a few laps ago. Oh, 51 and 39.
Oh.
Hobbs on the pit road. Quegan Miguel contact into 1. Big shot from rookie to rookie right there.
Yeah.
Hobbs trying to play a little strategy with the undercut. I like that call. See if it works out for him.
Yeah, the undercut has been shown to work. And this should be our pit window. I believe that if they just take full service now, they should be able to go for the final, what, 30, 40 laps?
I believe so, because we're coming to see 32 this time by.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how long these cars can go on a full tank of fuel and on fresh Goodyear Eagles, but it's somewhere in that region. So it's going to be really interesting to see which drivers take a risk and try the undercut and who tries to push it as far as they can on this run to be sure that they can make it to the end.
Maybe one risk we could see is pit for maybe half service and hope for a caution to happen, because with these guys, how they've been racing, that could definitely be a thing that could happen, a late caution into this race. But, you know, Maryland is infamous for not having too many incident cautions. We only had one tonight, and the other one was for a dead car, so...
I'm glad you mentioned cautions here late, because thinking of that, you know, even if you stay out as long as you can on the strategy and get full service, you still got to have enough in the tank for overtime. Well, considering most of the field will pit, but that if you have a little bit more fuel, that could allow you to spend less time on pit road and maybe pick up some spots before an overtime restart. Should we see one tonight?
Yeah.
Lucas is storming his way back through the top 5. He's driving pissed off, driving with a vengeance right now.
Yeah. Lucas is absolutely putting on a show. Got past one Blaze driver, now trying to make his way past a second Blaze driver as they come into turn 2. A little bit of a wonky exit there at turn 1, but a wonky exit for turn 2 as well. For the 15, here comes the 27. Ooh!
10 car coming to pit road.
Big shunting into the back. Now it's too wide as they come out of turn 4. That high line's been very effective for the 34. That 15 wasn't able to make it work too well. Down the inside goes the 27, attempting the switchback as the 15. Down the inside, still too wide. Down the back straightaway, the 15 will get an incredible run. Here comes the 27 trying to send it around the outside. Not the best idea. Gonna keep Stragan behind him, and he's gonna have to try into turn 1. Here comes, all the way down the little line. Oh, here comes another BTM buddy. Ooh, harder to the outside wall after turn 2. Lucas losing in a lot of time.
39 for Queeg on pit road. 24 Ford also on pit road.
Yeah. Oh, and are we gonna go back to seeing these two BTM guys fight?
Volvo to pit road. Pango coming to pit road from the lead.
Here comes Lucas coming to pit road from P3.
Oh, slow stop for the 34. Super slow stop for the 34.
Super slow stop for the 51 too, and a slow stop for the 27.
Pango had trouble getting into his, or not getting into his box, but initiating his stop. Not the best welcome to the, or return to the Cup Series for the 20 of Volvo.
Oh yeah, that's definitely unfortunate. Got moved up to the 20 after the BTM driver Deere was cut just earlier. I believe it was earlier this week that happened.
Yeah, not long after the Atlanta race last night, or last weekend.
Last night. But yeah, here comes the 27 on the 24 of Ford. Oh!
Hey, there's
just as
that
I
half
say
strategy.
that, into the outside wall. Oh, yeah.
There's that half strategy with the 15 of Ariel. The last car to pit, gonna stay out as long as he could and took half fuel. Likely took 2 tires as well. So we'll see how this works out for him. We'll see if your proposal will work out for the 15. Gonna come out way ahead of the leader before the pit cycle. The 34 got about, it looks like 4 seconds on him. Not
Yeah.
4 seconds. 2 seconds. 2.5.
And one thing that you probably shouldn't do is trust me as a crew chief, but, you know. Ariel definitely going to take a gamble here.
20 laps to go in Maryland.
Will it be enough? Because the first stage, we saw coming around, obviously there was a lot of heavy fighting, but we saw these guys, they had to pit at lap 20 after starting the race on full fuel. It was around lap 20 to 35 was the pit cycle in the first stage. Now another one into pit road. That will be 26 a Dragon, yeah. Yep. Well, this race going pretty well, pretty quietly so far. Yep. Now maybe we could see a fight between the 18 and the 39.
Tires are playing an effect for the 15. It looks like, just looking at him run, he can't hold the line that the 34 can, especially on exit.
Yeah, but very spread out racing now. Who let that dog in the infield?
Wait a minute, that's my dog. What? Pango continuing to close on the 15 for the lead. 15 laps to go. This 15 car is not going to allow this lead to be stripped away from him. He's going to put up a huge fight. Pango, looking for the outside. That's been his bread and butter all night, making his way around people on the high side of the racetrack. Very rare to see that in Maryland, but brand new car, bringing a new challenge and a new style for Maryland Speedway, it looks like.
The one was hard into the outside wall, actually, just in front of these guys. The 39 had a problem, almost got sideways coming off a 2. Ooh, contact between the 34 and the 10. Ooh, all the way down under the apron is the leader.
Ariel going super defensive right here. You see him running down on the low side of the track on the straightaways.
Yeah.
12 laps to go.
Yep, Ariel looking.
Oh, switchback from the 34 and gonna go way wide up to the wall. Ariel now back on the bottom.
The wall now. slamming into the inside door. Oh, even more contact. The 34 squirrely into turn
Big
1.
shot.
Squirrely in turn 1.
Roughing each other up. They keep this up. The 10 car Radical will be right there shortly as well.
That's a BTM teammate. That's not what the 34 wants to see. Even if these two have been roughing each other up the entire race, they're still teammates at the end of the day.
Yeah, what were you saying about teammates earlier? You don't really need them. Well, this is when you want them, when you're battling for the win. And it's a 2v1 right here, but Pango around the outside, gonna barely get down in front of the 15 and clear. Ariel unable to get back to the bumper. Pango clear to the lead with 9 to go at Maryland now.
Yeah. The 15, he has to try and put an incredible drive together to get past the much quicker car of the 34.
Put up a great battle while he had him, but now the 34 been the fastest car all night. He's got clean air, got nobody in front of him, and now he could just run his own line.
Yep. Yeah, that clean air has been a lifesaver for that 34 car as we're going to come to 7 to go in the Old Bay 400. Here's the 26 and 24 fighting each other. 24 is going to make his way through. Ford started P2, unfortunately dropped back now to P6. And unfortunately, it's looking more and more like it's going to be 147 after the checkered flag falls. But yeah, if we haven't... Yeah, another one. Another one. And if we haven't given enough props to the 34 of Pingo, he's been driving incredibly quickly in the 34.
Battle for
now
second
caught
is
up in a
on.
little bit of lap traffic.
His teammates
5
15
laps to
and
go
10.
at Maryland. Yeah, incredible drive by the 34. Making his first ever start for Alejandro Primera Motorsports.
I don't know if Ariel would have been able to hold the 34 off anyway for as long as he needed to with 2 tires. Because that car is hurting now. Just battling with his teammate, he's struggling on quarter exits.
And he's low on fuel too.
Yeah, I think he's just got to get that car to the checkered flag at this point.
Yeah, and speaking of the checkered flag, 3 to go, inching closer and closer to the fingertips of the 34 Apengo. Yep, so been a nice, eventful style of race, and
Miguel around in turn 3, drove right into the back of the 15, spins around and gonna get turned back around.
Pits are closed. You know, this has been a dream start to the season for the 34, first ever Cup Series start in 2026. White flag is flying, just making his way past a couple back markers now. That 34 car has been on rails today, and he's used every line to his advantage. So now coming through turn 4 for the final time. For the first time ever, the 34 of Pango wins the Old Bay 400 at Maryland Motor Speedway, and the definition of short track racing is fulfilled. 200 laps down, and an incredible race here in Baltimore. And Radical will take second place, followed by his teammate of Ariel, Miguel Lucas.
Ariel barely makes it to the line with 10 milliliters of fuel.
Yeah, Ariel. Oh my goodness. What a call by him. What a call.
Yeah, great call by the crew chief.
Anyways, yeah. Stick with us for post-race ceremonies here at Maryland Motor Speedway. There goes the 34 for the first time in his Cup Series career, burning it down along the front straightaway. He has been the talk of the town all weekend in the Cup Series, and he has certainly made it pay off. That 34 car has just been on rails today, don't you think?
All weekend, really. Since practice 1, 34 car was top of the charts, and he delivered like he was expected to and like he needed to in the race. So what a weekend for APR, Alejandro Primero Road Racing.
Yeah. We're just a dream first start for 2026. You know, win your first start, that is something every driver wants to accomplish, with it be a new team, a new league, or a new season. And he has pulled it off today, that 34. Incredible work. Now the 34 in victory lane, a very deserved victory. BG victory lane for Alejandro Primero Racing for the first time ever. It was a first win for the team as well as the driver.
Now let's grab him for an interview.
Can I do laps now or no?
Hello.
I guess you can. Get out of here.
I'm just doing these for fun.
Interview's not a thing.
Nope, no interviews. No one wants to get interviewed, lol. Alright, I'm going on a Dodge. I don't know what the... Oh, shit. Wait, damn, what the fuck?
Oh.
Wait.
Yes, come up to the stage, Bingo. Oh my goodness.
There he is. Here in BGE Victory Lane with Pango, driver of the number 34 for Alejandro Primero Racing. First win in the history of the team. First Cup Series win for you, and it comes in dominant fashion. So tell me how it feels to get it done here tonight in Maryland. He's not. He left.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I guess he doesn't want it.
Well, unfortunate. Anyways.
Alright, well, we'll go to our second place finisher, Joshua.
Please
Here
take the
on
helmet off.
Pit Road, Post Maryland, with Joshua, driver of the number 10 Ford Mustang for Blaze Technology Motorsports. Joshua, a great run tonight for you after qualifying a little bit towards the back, able to come to the front by the end and bring it home P2. Once again, showing the short track prowess. So, yeah, tell me how the race went for you inside the number 10 Verizon Ford.
You know, it was a great day all around. Finishing second. You know, we got a lot better there throughout the race. Ariel, we were just the second and third best cars throughout the entire course of the night. I have no clue what happened with Forza. Sucks for him. Congrats Pango on his first win. Ariel, you know, I really thought Ariel could have, if he could have hanged on there for a few more laps, maybe I could have gone to Pango, but he was just way too quick. But an overall amazing day with all the points we got with this 10 Verizon BTM Mustang. Vegas, I don't really know what to expect. Looking forward to it though. Yeah, I think we're gonna be really good in the points, and P2, great effort.
Definitely a good run for you and the BTM number 10 team. So, yeah, like you said, should be looking very, very good in the point standings after tonight. So, yeah, excited to see where you stack up, and we'll see you next weekend at Vegas. All right, next we'll go to
finishing results are in the chat. It's right here. Oh no.
Here on pit road, post Maryland with Lucas, driver of the number 27 Drone Strike Racing Ford Mustang. Had a very, very strong run late, drove through a number of cars towards the end to pick up a handful of spots at the end, and yeah, came forward from your starting spot, as many of the Fords did. So tell me how the race went for you inside the 27.
The race went good. I mean, it wasn't like a bad race, not at all actually. I mean, we were, in my opinion, the fastest all day if it wasn't for the fact that you know, like our team and a lot of other communications saw something with the Dodges. So that's like a lot of stuff that's actually really weird, and I think even officials told us about it. But other than that, I mean, we definitely had a solid car, so it's not like, you know, like we were just driving bad all day. We were generally really fast, so that's really good. Just had some issues here and there, but at the same time, we got probably like 5th, I would say 5th, with what I think will happen, probably 3rd. But at the same time, like, I'm not official, but I definitely think there should be something checked out, because you can't, you know, they're a new team, you know, you can't really, like, it's not like Trackhouse, you know, so there's definitely something up with the Dodges. I mean, it sucks for Pango that I'm saying this, because Pango used to be my teammate, but, you know, that's not right. If you won with a car, that's not, like, you know, like, legal. But other than that, very fast car. Really hope, you know, we get that win in this definitely new scheme that I made, you know, that the team cooked up for me. So, but other than that, yeah, it felt pretty good. I think they're testing it right now.
Yeah, definitely a good run for Drone Strike Racing tonight.
Can someone shut up that guy with the flute in the infield?
Yeah.
I hear it now. It's my brother. Anyway. Thanks for talking to us.
Yes, dude.
Oh my goodness. And we're sorry for any obscene language you can hear in the background.
Next interview.
Uh,
Let's talk to Ford next. We'll talk to Ford next.
Can I interview him?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Here on pit road with the 24 NAPA Auto Parts, Chevrolet Camaro, Ford. Race went good for you. Tell us how the race was from your point, and yeah.
I mean, honestly, it went a lot better than I thought. I mean, typically Maryland, well, I don't know if I should say that, because we really were a mid-pack car, as in speed-wise, but I don't know, we just ended up finding ourselves up front a lot tonight. I mean, it didn't last long, but we found ourselves up front at least, you know, somewhat for the race. I will say we were, which is normal from Maryland, but we were absolute crap on old tires. I mean, once we got down to about 8 to go until we pit, it was just terrible, tight as crap. Couldn't get adjustments down, couldn't find a line on worn tires at all. But no, overall, race went pretty good. Again, better than I thought. I think luck was definitely on our side tonight, so yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll keep this momentum. You know, a lot of points matter. Hopefully you'll keep the momentum going at Vegas, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we'll move right down one box to his teammate Mace.
Here we are on pit road once again with the Bass Pro Shops Winchester Chevy, driven by Mace. The race went decently okay for you, but tell us what happened and how the race went for you.
Well, Kirby, I don't have much to say to you except we sucked tonight. We were awful, and we still somehow finished P7, top half the field. But, man, let me tell you, we were not as bad as the officiating tonight. Holy Toledo sports fans, let me tell you. I will say, I think Bands and Supreme were doing their job, holding their own up there. But let me tell you, Cars cutting below the yellow line, restart jumps out the wazoo, and nothing's getting called until like the last 50 laps of the race. And I'm just gonna say this: if you're afraid to enforce the rules and call out penalties, then you shouldn't be an official.
Just a word choice from Mace, but overall, I guess he wasn't happy. So hopefully you have better days at Vegas and so on and so forth. And yeah. Okay.
All right.
Should be it.
And now we'll go to David. Here on pit road, Post Maryland, with driver of the number 69 for Dynaco Racing Motorsports, David. Not your strongest race by any means. Definitely one to forget for the DRM number 69 crew. But tell me where you think the team just went wrong. You know, was it the setup, was it the strategy, or was it just you yourself? So yeah, tell me how the race went for you inside the car.
Yeah. Both for this team and we don't really do short track stuff. I mean, I think it was more of a me issue, to be honest. I could not corner very well compared to the rest of my competitors. Had the occasional turning issue, random freezing moments, a couple of pit road mishaps caused by me. I'm just even grateful to even be considered and finished in the top 10, even though it's 10th. But I mean, I don't really care about it too much. I wasn't here last week, so momentum was definitely going to be thrown off. So I mean, it's whatever. I mean, next week's Vegas intermediates is certainly a strong suit. Hopefully, recover and recoup our eggs. I don't know, eggs and bread there. I mean, sorry to Mace for that contact there around 40 laps ago there. I really mean to screw him over and the rest of my competitors. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say.
All right, well, definitely a down night for Dynaco Racing Motorsports in total for you and your teammate Hobbs. So winners there last season, or winners there Las Vegas last season. Or wait, no, sorry, no, y'all didn't win. Yeah, wait, no, Zach won that. Anyway, battling for the win last season at Las Vegas. So hopefully you guys can either replicate or finish a little bit better next weekend. So we'll see you then.
Oh yeah, and also congrats to
All right, and now we'll move to the other Dynaco Racing Motorsports driver we just mentioned, him, Hobbs. Here on pit road, Post Maryland. Hobbs, we mentioned you in your teammates interview, but it seemed like it was just a down night for the entire Dynaco Racing Motorsports group in the Cup Series. So tell me how the car felt for you, and tell me if you expected a little bit more from the team tonight.
I mean, yeah, the car was just god-awful tonight. I mean, I just felt so much slower than everyone else. It's just, I wasn't expecting a great night because, I mean, I wasn't great here last season, but yeah, it was just awful. It's been an awful start to the season. I mean, 12th last week at Atlanta, 11th this week. It's just been rough, and I was testing the Dodges. It's definitely rigged. I was running about 4/10 faster with the Dodges than I was with the Hondas. So I'm not sure what they're going to do about that, but I feel like something's got to be done. And I mean, congrats to Pango, you know, first win, that's cool, but it's just, I don't think we can allow rigged cars. Just, yeah. Officiating needs to be fixed too. I mean, so many cars going under the yellow line, nothing being done about it, no warnings being given. It's just a tough week for me and David, you know, but I think we'll bounce back. It's only 3 races in, so I'm not worried at all.
Definitely got a lot of time to right the ship for this season, but as I mentioned in your teammates interview, you were fighting for the win last season at Las Vegas in just your second race in the Cup Series. So expect to see you bounce back next weekend, and we'll see what you can do.
See you there.
All right, and he's about to do it for post-race interviews. Yeah, they'll do it.
Okay. May I?
Yes.
Alright, so that will do it for our coverage of the Old Bay 400 at Maryland Speedway. Thank you all for joining us for this incredible night in Baltimore. The definition of short track racing was definitely there for Pango, taking home his first ever win in the NAPA Cup Series in his NAPRA career. Join us next week in Las Vegas for even more NAPRA action. From all of the incredible people on our crew, this is King and Mirage signing off for now. We hope everyone has an incredible night.